The fundamental mission that I'm focused on is just literally one singular question, which is how do we heal this country?
Senator-elect Andy Kim, he's now the first Korean American to be elected to the Senate. We hear from him about the historic win and the work he faces in Washington.
Good evening. I'm Mary Calvi.
Welcome back. I'm Dick Brennan. Today, dozens of newly elected members of the U.S. House gather for their first class photo on Capitol Hill. And there it is. Winners of the 2024 races are in Washington for their 10-day orientation. Their visit will include tours of the Capitol, as well as a lottery for offices. The freshman class includes the first transgender member of the U.S. House, Sarah McBride from Delaware. And the new Congress takes office on January 3rd. One of the offices and one of the new faces in the Senate is Andy Kim from New Jersey. The Democrat will replace Bob Menendez.
He is the first Korean American to be elected to the Senate. Scott MacFarlane spoke with him this afternoon, and he joins us live from Capitol Hill. And Scott, you talked about the impact of his historic election. What did he have to say?
Yeah, this tumultuous, almost toxic moment in Washington, there is this other story. There are new members of Congress coming in, some of them breaking barriers. There's the third and fourth ever elected African-American women starting in the U.S. Senate in January. And then there's Andy Kim, the Monmouth County congressman who is now elevated to the upper chamber representing the entire state. And he's mindful, Mary and Dick, of this history he's making, and he spoke with us a short while ago about it. Take a listen.
Just last year when I first started stepping up for the U.S. Senate, I had somebody tell me I'm the wrong kind of minority to win statewide. People telling me that there's no way that a person that looks like me can win a congressional district that Trump won. I don't want other people trying to define what I am or am not capable of accomplishing simply because of the color of my skin and my last name. You know, I have every bit as much right to represent the state of New Jersey as anybody else. I'm as American as anybody else. And I think that I want to show that sense that my story is not just a Korean American story, it is fundamentally an American story.
Every Senate vote is going to be pivotal. All these potentially controversial nominations coming down. Every Democrat would have to line up in opposition and peel off 3 or 4 Republicans to block them. Andy Kim's vote has outsized importance, and he is now the second of 2 senators in New Jersey.
Incredibly powerful position. Scott, Andy Kim, he gained attention when he was seen cleaning up the trash in the Capitol after January 6th. How does he look back on that really troubling experience?
It was a viral moment, Dick, because it was such a powerful image. On his hands and knees, cleaning up the debris and destruction of people who were part of an insurrection. A member of Congress doing that communicated something about how Congress is going to withstand this, get back to business, and that everybody is going to put their hands in to get this done. He acknowledges that this election may not have been a referendum on January 6th the way some people may have hoped. And Joe Biden was campaigning for a while saying January 6th is still a threat, democracy still at risk. Well, obviously somebody who's promised to pardon January 6th attackers was popularly elected nationwide and made inroads into the margins in New Jersey. But this is part of the mission of Democrats in the U.S. Senate to advocate on behalf of democracy and stop any future risks of attack.
Scott MacFarlane. Scott, thank you.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it.